If you want to leave money behind for your family members, does it make more sense to do it now or after you die? We're talking about gifting versus inheritance. I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, and let's dive right into gifting versus inheritance. We've talked about the gift tax exemption before on these videos, and in 2023, it is $17,000 a year per person or per spouse. So that means a married couple could potentially give $34,000 to somebody without having to worry about gift taxes. Anything above that $17,000 for each person needs to be reported on Form 709. So for example, you want to give $20,000 to your grandchild. If you do that, you don't have to report $17,000 of it on the form, but the other $3,000 must be reported. And for items that have a specific value, remember, if your beneficiary or the person you give the gift to sells that asset for more later on, they might still owe taxes. So it's just the initial gift that can be exempt. Inheritance is different than gifting, and the complexity is based on the state that you live in. So you definitely want to know if the state in which you're transferring an inheritance to beneficiaries has that tax. Also, be sure to identify the difference between estate and inheritance tax. Some states have just an estate tax, some have just an inheritance tax, and then as of this recording, Maryland is the only state to have both. You'll also want to consider the income that a beneficiary could receive from what they inherit. So for example, if you pass stock on to a family member and then that stock provides a dividend, that would be considered income and taxable to the beneficiary. As always, you want to find advice that's sound and specific to your situation. As the rules change and your situation might change, you may need to make adjustments to your plan as time goes on. You may decide, wow, now's a really good time to be giving gifts. Or, you know what, maybe I'm going to pull back a little bit and consider offering inheritance to my beneficiaries. And another thing that we love to talk about here at Initiate Impact is the communication. In some cases, you may want to keep gifts and inheritance as secret as you possibly can and not spread that information. But in other situations, it absolutely makes sense to talk about it with your beneficiaries. Maybe understand their tax situation as well so you can make the wisest gift you possibly can. I'm Bob DePasquale from Initiate Impact Virtual Family Offices, wishing you a generous rest of your day.